Hi, my name is Mike, and this is my wife, Sherry. I've been coming to Vineyard Community Church back since 1995. I invited my daughter, Michelle, and we attended the church. We really liked it, the contemporary music, casual dress, messages that really you could take home and use during the week. Really, we found a home here.
11 years ago, my dad actually invited me to this church. He had been coming for about 3 weeks. Through these past 11 years, I've been able to find my purpose that God has for me. I've been able to just grow spiritually.
And I liked it so much, I invited my sister, Kathy.
We came here about 10 years ago, and our lives have been dramatically changed. We've invited numerous family members, and when they came, they accepted Christ. My brother David, my son Jason, my daughter-in-law Melissa.
Just changed my life being in the church and hearing all the messages. I invited my sister, and she still comes on a regular basis, and it's just been great.
Bud and I invited his sister Kim, who invited many family members.
I've been coming here regularly since 1998. This church has really restored my family and reunited them, and it's just really changed my life a lot. And this is my husband Charles, and he's one whom I've invited.
When we first came to this church, we knew that it was going to be a place where we could invite anybody to come and they'd be able to find Christ.
Kathy Miller was my office manager, and there she invited me to Vineyard, and in turn I invited my husband. And at church, that is where I came to know Christ as my personal Savior.
Now Tina will tell you that she invited me to this church, but the real story is that she drugged me here, kicking and screaming into this place. Since coming to Christ, we have been given our purpose or our calling for life, which is to plant a multicultural church.
Later on, Kathy and I invited my brother David.
My brother Mike invited me to the VCC several times. I finally came Easter 1998. God met me that day. I got saved, and I've been following the Lord ever since.
Later on, I had a new employee start at my credit union, Sharon, and I invited her.
I went to a new job, and Mike invited me to come. I've just grown in my relationship with the Lord. I invited my husband to come to Vineyard, and as he had seen the changes happening in my life, he decided to come and check it out.
Sharon invited me about 2.5 years ago, and since I came to the Vineyard, I've rededicated my life to Christ, gotten baptized, gotten involved in small groups, and most importantly now, Jesus is the leader of my life.
I came the first week and I was really captivated by it all. I decided to dedicate my life to the Lord on May 22nd, 2005. And I haven't looked back. I can't imagine living my life without Him anymore.
My uncle was invited by a friend, and he loved the church so much. His life was changed. He gave his life to the Lord here, and he brought my mother. And a couple of years ago, my mother got saved, and like she brought me a couple of years, about 3 years ago, and my life was changed at the youth church. And ever since then, God has just been revealing Himself in my life, and my life has never been the same.
Now I have literally dozens of relationships with people here at church that I love and know, and I know that they know and love me. And my joy came back, and it was that joy that I wanted to share with my family members and friends.